This is President Museveni's last constitutionally mandated term to serve as president, unless Article 102B is lifted to allow those beyond the age of 75 to serve as president. Within the NRM, succession has always been debated in harsh tones, and like an unwritten rule, it's forbidden within the ruling party Politburo. When former Premier Mama Mbabazi attempted to contest the presidency, he was stripped of his role as Secretary General and restricted from contesting for the flag-bearer position within the party. However, the succession debate reached a crescendo when the first son-in-law, Odrek Rawogo, opined about the subject.
I think people should be happy that I'm speaking to the base, I'm energizing my generation, I am speaking to the president, I'm creating minimum level of engagement that will create a debate about the future.
However, the president says now is not the time to debate succession as he's preoccupied with fighting poverty.
Succession
but former Museveni ally and former East African Community Secretary General Museveni, who now plies his trade in the opposition, says the succession debate is superfluous.
I think it's diversionary in the broader sense. Because there is Uganda. Why do we discuss succession in the first place? What is the emergence about? We have the Constitution of Uganda. It says it has its hierarchy. Who does what? In the event the president is there, who takes over? We have regular elections, whether rigged or not rigged, they are there.
We should concentrate on other programs that are very, very critical and crucial for our economic program than being diverted because succession does not put food in our stomachs.
Museveni, a Bushro historical, parted ways with the president in 2005 when the president reneged on his promise not to lift the presidential term limits.
So unless if they are saying, which they don't want to say, should President Museveni's term of presidency be extended or not extended, then that means you are talking about amending the Constitution to change the maximum of 75 years.
He should say, the Constitution says, that is what he should be saying. The fact that he's now sending it to the Secretariat, I think speaks volumes. And this is a big concern for Ugandans.
Article 109 of the Constitution stipulates the procedures to take in the absence of a president. It reads, and I quote, "If the president dies, resigns, or is removed from office under this Constitution, the vice president shall assume the office of president until fresh elections are held, and the elected president assumes office in accordance with Article 103(8) of this Constitution. Elections for the president under this article shall be held within 6 months after the death, resignation, or removal of the president. No elections shall be held under this article if the residual term of the president is 1 year or less."
I know those who are debating the debate, they raised again in 2003. They are behind the scenes trying to say, without him, Uganda is doomed. They are wrong.
However, there are those who believe the succession debate is good for a nascent democracy like Uganda.
The most challenging factor in political governance in Africa is now succession. In the past it was military coups, but now it is political succession. And political successions, failure to have smooth political successions has led to political instability, has led to post-election violence.
The Constitution is not working for this country. Somebody manipulates, somebody do anything to satisfy his personal interest. So we should not really defend ourselves by saying the Constitution of Uganda is there, that can guarantee the smooth change of government. I think that is out.
I'm talking about the process. I'm not talking about hand-picking, because hand-picking, what about Ugandans? Ugandans are the ones supposed to choose.
Since the president, the chairman of the party, has guided us, this is not the time. I entirely agree with him. And as it says in the Bible, that there is time for everything.
Others argue that the debate should be both in the NRM and opposition.
So that we start identifying who can replace and who can make the best opposition leader in the country.
Those against the succession debate say it mirrors the monarchical system, while its exponents claim it's a safety net for a country that has never had a smooth transition of power. Shiran Huchare, NTV.